Hey, I just finished recording one of my songs called Childish Ways, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of how to produce a guitar solo. We're going to talk a little bit about what guitar to choose, what equipment to use, and mainly how to write a guitar solo that can be effective and emotional. And I'm going to share with you some resources that I know that hopefully will help you for the next time you have to record a solo. This will be applicable for guitar, synth, or whatever melodic instrument you're using. Hi, my name is Lui Piluso. I'm an artist, producer, and mixer, and this is my recording studio where I record different bands and artists. And this is quite a new channel, but I've been uploading videos each week and I'm trying to grow it. And I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel, only if you like my videos. But if you do, please check if you are already subscribed. Also, I invite you to leave me some comments and ask me questions about this kind of stuff. I'll do my best to answer in a comment. And maybe if you leave a very good question, I might consider doing a video to answer. So first, let's have a listen to the guitar solo I recorded, and then we can analyze it and I can share with you some tips for writing solos. So let's hear a little bit before the solo starts so you can get a little bit of a context of the song. Do you like the song? Let me know below in a comment, and of course leave me some questions. So let's start with the equipment. Here at the studio I am very privileged to have lots of guitars to choose from and synths and stuff, because I do lots of remote recording for different artists online. I like to think of guitars as a color palette to be able to choose from what's best for each track. So I tend to imagine what kind of guitar will help for the song I'm recording, and then I might narrow my choice to 2 or 3 guitars. And in this case I wanted quite a Strat sound because this solo has kind of a Duran Duran feel, so I wanted that single coil sound, very expressive, very Gilmour-ish. So I'm using this American Ultra 2. There's a guitar by Fender that came out very recently and I already made a video of it. But the guitar is basically going to 2 guitar pedals. So first I have this kind of cleanish tone. That is the tone I used to record the rhythm tracks of the song that is used in my Kemper profile, and it's quite a clean sound, big reverb. And for the solo I'm using the bridge pickup, and then I'm going through 2 pedals. I'm going through a Jam in a Box that is from the brand Cluster, that is like a preamp. And then I'm adding an overdrive from the same brand. This is called the Tsunami 9. I'll leave you up here a link to the video of how I recorded the rhythm guitars for this song, where I was also showcasing this new guitar by Fender. And now let's talk about the writing of the solo, how to compose for a melodic solo. So the first thing I suggest you analyze always is what kind of genre the song is. In this case it's kind of pop, but it also has some soul and some rock to it. I wanted that kind of Duran Duran Ordinary World kind of solo, where it's kind of Strat sound with distortion. Maybe it's not a Strat, but I wanted that kind of single coil distortion sound. with lots of reverb and delay. I wanted it to be very melodic, so something you have to ask yourself is, does the track that I'm going to record need a speed solo, or does it need a melody? How many bars do I have to develop my solo? Do I go straight into the high notes, or do I develop and do a crescendo? So I start slow in the low register and I start going up. Do I need a clean sound or a distorted sound? What kind of section comes afterwards? Does the song end with the guitar solo, or does it calm down, or do you really have to hype it? So let's go little by little analyzing the solo, and I'm also going to talk a lot about melodic motifs. That is something that is very important, and it's something that I learned while I was studying music, and it really helped me put a name to things. So at the beginning of this video I played you the song, and you heard the main melody of the chorus. Also behind the vocals there's like a very important melody from the synths. So I really wanted to showcase that and give it some importance. So let's have a little listen to that melody. So first of all, I added a little bit of speed to go into the solo and hype it up a little bit. So, and I end up on the first note of the chord of the solo, and then I repeat the same thing that the synths are doing to give it some re-force. This double bend I just did is something I'm going to repeat later on, so that is another resource that we have to remember. So here I repeated the melody of the synths, and in the empty space I added this, so this here. To add a little bit of emotion. And then comes in the second melodic motif. The synths are going to carry on doing the same, and we're going to play a little game of questions and answers. So I'm going to answer the synth. So the synth is going to do, and I'm going to do on top of that. And that's another technique for melodic motifs, where you choose a little melody and you transpose it. So we have the same kind of motif on different notes of the scale. And then we are finishing the solo. So we repeat one of the things we did before, but pulled up here. So we have so the background vocals come in now. So the next part has another resource of the melodic motifs, where I'm going to start with the same melody as the synths, but then I'm going to change the ending. So as we can hear, our melodies are full of motifs. So we have this one. So it's the same thing, but you just transpose it one tone lower. And then we have a little bit of space, so we're going to do a little speedish scale to be able to go into the next section, that will be this. here we have a little thing that I took inspiration from Steve Lukather, that he's one of my favorite guitar players of all time. Let me know which one is yours. And he does this thing normally in his solos where he just adds a little bit of speed, and sometimes doing the same scale he'll just go back one note and then carry on, because sometimes he needs to complete the subdivisions that you are proposing. So here we have the here we repeat, and then we repeat one of the melodic motifs we did before. Now we repeat another of the patterns we did here, and we do it here. So as you heard, there aren't many different melodies. We have the melody from the chorus that is being sung, and the melody from the synths that is very similar to the one that's being sung, and then we have little licks that join all those parts together to make the solo more interesting. And before we close the video, a little tip that I want to give is that when you're doing a solo, the worst thing that one can do is play things that sound like guitar exercises, because sometimes we are learning stuff on the instrument and then we want to just put it into a guitar solo when it doesn't need it. So something that I would suggest to be able to do more melodic soloing is to think about it as if it was a vocal. So what I usually do is I plug in a microphone and I'll just sing the solo before grabbing the guitar, so I know what melody would work for that solo, and then I'll just figure it out on the guitar and add other stuff between the notes, as I did here. Like you have little things like that, or those kind of things help a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, let me know any other tips you got, and let's play the solo one more time so you can hear how it was constructed. Till next time, my name is Lui Piluso. Don't forget to subscribe.